And fans, I'm sure you can hear it there at home. JP Harlow, not exactly what you would call a crowd favorite here in Mission Pro Wrestling. I mean, where do you even start with this guy? The men's revolution, the four-way, the back and forth with Thunder Rosa, every effort to try and undermine the women here in Mission Pro Wrestling. Mission Bro Wrestling, as he likes to call it on his shirt. Fans are not having it.
Izzy, I'm sure you're well aware of all the things that JP Harlow and the rest of the men's revolution. I got to ask you your opinion. What are your thoughts on the JP Harlow?
I'm going to be honest. I am definitely not a fan of JP Harlow. You know, this is an all-women's company. This is Mission Pro Wrestling. He calls it Mission Bro Wrestling? No. The women of Mission Pro Wrestling are the stars.
I definitely agree with you there. Just JP Harlow, of course, in the men's revolution with Joey Hyder, Boss Baines trying to do their best to change the narrative, but forgive me, got a little entranced by the dancing there of the Black Swan, Zoe Dubois, JP Harlow's opponent in this matchup. And guys, to say that the Black Swan is an interesting opponent for Harlow here, I think is putting it a little lightly.
And I do have to point out, although I don't agree with what she said she was going to paint the ring with JP's blood, which I think is a little too violent for my liking. However, I just got to know, does the Black Swan know Natalie Portman? Because if she does, that's kind of cool, in my opinion.
We'll see if we can get some clearance on that. I mean, it wouldn't be surprised myself, right? Some inspiration there. I tell you what she can do, though, is she can go in that ring and she can take the fight to any competitor, male or female. The Black Swan, Zoe Dubois, making her Mission Pro debut in this matchup. And I think JP's going to have his hands full if he's not careful, Walker.
You're right about that one. The Black Swan, 20 years of experience as a professional dancer. Think about all the skills that being a professional dancer requires that could translate over to a professional wrestling ring. The incredible flexibility, the dangerous athleticism, agility, stamina, everything required. It's exactly going to be put to the test here tonight by JP Harlow.
I mean, did you see the way she was stretching? How flexible she is? Oh my goodness.
I can do that. I would definitely pull at least 3 muscles trying to do that. And here we go. Oh, JP going for the lockup. The Black Swan just, not gonna lie, that was not what I was expecting in the opening exchange. The Black Swan literally bending over backwards to escape the lockup attempt from JP Harlow.
And excuse me for any silence, but the Black Swan is an absolutely entrancing individual. And I'm starting to think she might be getting inside that head here of JP Harlow.
I think you're right. Just look at the outburst from JP Harlow right there, kicking the ropes a bit out of sorts, put on edge. I mean, whatever phrase you want to use, JP Harlow going through it right now. And there it is, the collar elbow tie-up. And a hard knee to the stomach from JP Harlow catches the Black Swan pretty square.
And keep in mind, folks, JP Harlow just a month ago was originally scheduled to compete in tonight's main event, a 4-way tag team match as a part of the men's revolution for those Mission Pro Tag Team Championships. Mission Pro management suddenly removed him from that matchup and gifted him the challenge of the Black Swan.
Ooh, gift is a term. I don't know if I would use it in this matchup. You see the Black Swan already giving JP a little bit more trouble than he's used to. Just like you said, Walker, and just like we're seeing there, that dancing background. To say that's granted her an innovative offense is putting it lightly. The fans firmly behind Black Swan. She transitions from the headlock to the hammerlock in the back. But eats the elbow from JP Harlow. Goes to a wrist lock of his own.
Keep in mind, folks, Black Swan, this is her Mission Pro Wrestling debut. A night of debuts here at MPW True Colors. We're seeing it right now, but wait a minute.
Sunset flip attempt. Black Swan tried to block it, but just the size and strength of JP Harlow managing to get him over. Black Swan reverses. Back and forth, dueling pin attempts. What's it going to go? We can see them end any minute.
This is her opening right now. This is it.
And you see her with the toe hold. Just twisting and pulling the torque on the toes, the ankle of JP Harlow. Managing to roll out of it himself. I think I think he was trying to handstand of his own. A little bit of anything you can do, I can do better, but there it is. It's a side kick to the head. JP Harlow is rocked. Black Swan ducks the clothesline, catches him right in the jaw.
What are we seeing here? This is so unusual from a professional athlete, yet so effective.
I think, and as long as it is effective, I mean, if it works, nothing wrong with it. Just the dance maneuvers, the flexibility, the poise of the Black Swan. Like we said, just throwing JP Harlow off his game walker. It looks like he doesn't know how to really react to what he's dealing with in there.
Can't say that I would particularly either.
Fair point.
I'm going to be honest, JP Harlow, he deserves this. He deserves this challenge after what he did to the Mission Pro Wrestling fans, the ladies in the locker room. He deserves this.
Hey, no argument here. JP Harlow deserves every bit of bad news he gets in the Mission Pro Wrestling ring as far as I'm concerned. And fans, if you've been following the promotion for any amount of time, I'm sure you would agree. JP Harlow, if there's been a despicable thing you can do in the promotion, he's pretty much done it at this point.
Harlow is definitely drawing the ire of professional wrestling fans all across the world, especially here in San Antonio, Texas. Oh, gosh.
Oh.
You saw that shot, the shot directly to the left elbow, the left arm of Black Swan, and Harlow's taking advantage of it.
Just a nasty lariat running out of the corner, catching Black Swan just firm, and down she goes.
And Izzy, what does the Black Swan have to do here? I mean, she's looking worse for wear right now against Harlow.
I'm going to be honest, I really don't have an answer because as much as I dislike JP Harlow, he's a very tough competitor and he's very hard to hang in the ring with.
That is very true. I mean, say what you want about JP Harlow's attitude and his behavior both in the ring and out of it. One thing you can't deny is JP Harlow's ring acumen. A very accomplished professional wrestler, has been all over the independent scene, was on New Japan Strong. I mean, this is another guy who is no stranger to hard competition. And he's, frankly, faring up pretty well against the Black Swan so far.
And I think right now the Black Swan, what she has to do is rely on her dancing background to maybe get back into JP's head like she did earlier in this match.
And Izzy, we just saw a hammerlock suplex by JP Harlow. Goes for a 2 count, or excuse me, goes for a fall, only gets a 2 count.
Yeah, I don't think he was going for it.
Yeah, was not going for it.
Oh, my goodness.
And taking too much time playing to the crowd, trying to insult the fans here in Mission Pro Wrestling, buying Black Swan the time she needs to get back in the match, roll out of the way. But JP Harlow, to his credit, right back on the attack.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you're
Black
going to
Swan
notice
just
this.
screaming in agony. I can't even watch this.
You'll notice exactly what is in JP Harlow's arsenal. Attacking that left arm consistently. That's what he does. He picks the body part and he finds a way to manipulate it to his liking.
Oh.
Speaking of body parts, that knee of JP Harlow driven right into the turnbuckle. Had to think he thought that was going to put him away, or put Black Swan away. Luckily, she was able to move. And that was interesting, Walker. She went for the Irish whip, but that arm has sustained too much injury.
I'm no medical professional, but I think that Black Swan might want to stay away from strength-based maneuvers from the time being. Look at JP Harlow.
Just a big body slam from JP Harlow. And another 2 count. To Black Swan's credit, I mean, she is staying in this matchup, refusing to stay down, refusing to quit. But she's got to make something happen. Heart is only going to get you so far.
You'll notice JP Harlow, a very vocal competitor. The Black Swan, almost the exact opposite of such. I haven't heard Black Swan make a single noise, try and play to a crowd, anything like that.
Not at all. I mean, it's almost eerie how quiet she has been so far in this matchup. I mean, normally you do hear guys just calling out to the crowd, you know, some type of cries and pain, but
look at this.
Wow.
Unique head scissors takeover from the Black Swan. JP Harlow sent to the corner. Drop kick to the knee. JP Harlow sent across town. Chop block sends him over one more time.
Izzy, I think the Black Swan is cooking something up good here tonight.
She is. Oh.
Beautiful.
That just makes me so happy to see that.
Cooking up that kick, served it hot right in the face of JP Harlow. Black Swan's coming in hot. Running boot to the corner. JP Harlow might be out.
I'd be shocked if he wasn't. Looking lifeless in the ring, into the cover.
Hold on,
no.
hold on, the Men's Revolution. That's Boss Baines, Joey Hyder coming out.
Me?
Come on.
This is ridiculous,
This
guys.
is exactly what we were talking about earlier, Izzy. I mean, this despicable interference by these guys. Baines, Hyder, Harlow, thick as thieves. And can't even have one match with one of these guys. You're effectively fighting a 3-on-1 scenario at all times with these guys. The referee's got to get control.
It's a hard thing to do when you have members of the Men's
Oh,
Revolution.
no,
JP's got the boot.
Wait a minute. What the?
Oh!
Black Swan got the boot, hit JP Harlow directly in the face with it. The referee didn't see it, arguing with Boss Baines. Drop toe hold, Black Swan.
The Black Swan looking to lock in the Swan
He needs
Song.
to tap. He needs to tap.
The Swan Song locked in right here.
JP Harlow, he's got a tap. He's locked in deep.
He's got nowhere to go.
Hold on, he's
Oh.
raking at the eyes of the Black Swan. Just,
How did the ref not see that?
you've got to be kidding me. Raking at the eyes of the competitors, using a foreign object, and just driving Black Swan down. Come on.
This was ridiculous. I mean, why am I acting surprised? This is what the Men's Revolution does.
You're exactly right. Just this despicable action continuing to interfere matches here in Mission Pro Wrestling. You're right, Izzy. This is exactly what they do.
Izzy's son tells me you're not going to be making BFFs with the Men's Revolution anytime soon.
Hold on, the King Bees are out here. They're laying into Boss Baines. They've got the cookie sheets. Looks like one's got a sign. They are just working Boss Baines over. Good, give it to him.
Wait, Boss Baines is set to compete in our main event here tonight. Danny B and Charity Kane are laying in these attacks on Boss Baines right now.
And fans, you see what they've got. They are just laying in as hard as they can to Boss Baines in the ring. That's right. Get him, girls.
That's what I'm talking about.